Hello folks, this is Marcos again bringing to you one more tutorial. And I remember that the last time I told you that I was going to make this tutorial. In this one we are going to create these components and also to prototype, to animate this switch. Many people, they call this little thing as toggle, but I prefer to call, based on people that I know and I worked with, normally they call this component, let me show my why. Yes, normally they call this component switch. And this general one that we told the last time, this one here, people call toggle. That might be a little heart, for example, when people, they want to like some content, or maybe some little thumbs up or thumbs down, they might be used this way too. Like I have two ways of use, two types of interaction on the same component, so they are this way. But this one here, it's slightly different, even though it's kind of similar. But anyway, we are going to create this one here. So what I did to create this one here, I took the interface we did before in other tutorials. So if you didn't watch my tutorial, I recommend you to step back, turn around and go there to see what I did before, because we are really going to use what I did before to speed up our process and to save time to do what really matters. So let's see what we have here. I created previously this component here with two variants. As you can see, we have this state one, it's like enabled, activated. So, and this one here, it's not enabled, it's disabled, deactivated, something like this. And here we have this toast notification. Let me show the outline so you can see what I did here. We have this outline here. As you can see, we have this first state, it's like 0 opacity, this one 100% opacity, and this last one 0% opacity. And we have interactions over here. I'm going to show you just quickly. So the interaction that we have here, let me press Shift O, and then I'm gonna go to this prototype section, and when I select it here, you can see the interaction. So after delay, this 0% state, this 0% variant will, after some time, after delay, to show up this one here, and then after some delay, will come back to this primary state, will be 0% opacity as well. But here you can't see because it's 0 opacity, and here 0 opacity, like I told you before a couple of seconds ago, right? So we have these situations here, this component 2. Based on the last thing we did together, this tutorial here, it's slightly different. As you can see, I did some improvements because here it wasn't a component, that was just a group of things, a auto layout. So I enjoyed this part here to create what we needed to have, like here. And now I'm gonna run this prototype just to show you what I did and how things are expected to work. So as you can see here, let me press R, right, R, but see here, we have a problem, because here it's not supposed to show up. So let me delete from here just for a moment. Okay, I press R to restart the flow, and now I want just to switch on. So as you can see, we have this state here, everything is gray. We can show to the user like it's not disabled because it's not so light, not lighter, it's gray but not light gray. So it's possible to be interacted, to have some kind of interaction. So I will switch on. Now, as you can see, these mid-gray became dark gray, and these days over here, they became green, and this button became green too. So, and you could see these little toast over here like I showed you before. Now, when I switch off, I come back to the previous frame, and then I switch on again. and I can see this little animation and this toast notification. So we are going to do all of those things now together, as you can see, because this one here, as many things that I have done so far, they reflect the reality. If you go, you grab your mobile phone and you try to use some application, you can see the things that I'm showing here. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. I'm showing you things that they are really they are standard, they are being used all the time. The user, they are accustomed to use things like this, and then we're going to follow those steps, not trying to create something really fancy, something really trendy and doesn't reflect the reality. But here we are doing these things seriously. Okay, so you saw what we are going to do, and now we are going to use things that we did before, because like I told you a couple of seconds ago, or maybe minutes ago, we don't need to reinvent the wheel. We are going to do things enjoying what we did before, reusing what we did before, right? So we can get this this screen here. It's pretty much what we need to have. So I'm gonna copy this one here. Recommend you to create a new page like I did here. I already did it here, and I use some icons to identify the tutorials that I already recorded, like here. All of them with this green check mark, they are created. You can go to my YouTube channel and watch them there. There are many of them, like here too. We have a lot of tutorials. And those ones here, I am working on them. I didn't record yet. And then after I record, I just change it. You can organize your own files like this too. It's a good idea. So let me just select all of those elements here. You don't need to do that. Just for a matter of organization, I apply the auto layout. Now I'm going to change the orientation to vertical. And then I'm going to remove the auto layout, pressing Ctrl Shift G, just like this. And I do that again. No, just this is enough, because I'm gonna to paste things beside to follow those steps with you. It's easier to see, to recognize, and to identify, just like this. So let me select all of those elements. Now I'm going here, increasing a little this height, this space between, just to have a little more room to design. And then let's see what we can do. So let's put this really closer. First thing that we can do, I'm gonna create a new frame, pressing A or F. Then I drag something like this. I like to change this border radius, but you don't need to do that. I'm going to rename it as, let me think here, components, of course. So we got components, right? And then I'm going to move this thing to here. I can centralize like this. Then I will increase its size. Then I will move this little toast element here to have something like this. This one isn't a component. This one is a component because we did that before. But I'm going to break this component. I'm going to detach. So this is going to be now just some auto layout. So this first one here, I will duplicate, right? Then I want to have the first state, which is this one here, all gray. What I can do, I can, for example, select those elements here, and I can pick up, for example, this color here, right? It's a good color. Then I will press and hold Ctrl, click here, press I to pick up this color, gray, same gray. And here I will select this one first, pick up the same color, and this one too. Like I told you before, I don't want to have a really light gray because I don't want the user to think that, oh, this component is not activated, so I can't interact with that. I want the user to see, okay, I can interact, I can like switch on and off to get things done, to get things that I want. What we need to do here too, we need to click until we get here, and we need to switch off, just like this. Now we are done with this part here, okay? Next thing we should do, it is to transform those elements into a component. So let's have a little more room. they are named table item. We will change it later. So select this first one, component, this first one, component, select both of them and combine as variants. So now we have this conflict over here. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna open it here. I'm gonna call switch. Just this. And now I will select this one here, clicking twice. I have this switch here, and here it's a default table item. I will change it here to switch to just to be more organized. So we have this default and this one here. I want to change their names. This first one here, it's gonna be like off of course. And this one here, I will name on. So they are the opposite, like Boolean, on, off. Now I have this component done, so I can, for example, I can copy this one here, click Alt, paste, move, and then we can try that. For example, let's see. That's strange. I don't know what I did. I moved the wrong thing. I will move like this. Like I'll click twice, press and hold Alt, then I move out. Now I have the instance, not the component itself. So as you can see here, switch off. So we can turn on and off, on and off. And as you can see, let me have some white background. See the colors changing. So on, off, on, off, on, off. Pretty good. I like it, really. And I hope that you like it too. So let me delete this instance, and now we have to work here. Okay. So let's have all the states we need. So this first one, let me copy like this. And one more time, I can have a little more room, a little more space like this. Maybe even more. Why not? Cool. So this one here, it's gonna be 0% opacity here, layer, right? Not here, fill, but here, layer. 0% opacity, and here 0% opacity too. I don't need to see them because I know they are here. I can like click and drag and can select like this and like this. So this one is gonna be component, this one is gonna be component 2, and this one is gonna be a component 2. Now I combine all of them as variants. Cool. Now let's work on it. Select here. It's named toast. It's right. I can, for example, just have this first letter uppercase. Now here I'm gonna call switch course. Now I have 3 states. This first one I can call like start or something like this. This one showing or something like this. So here it starts, showing, or just show maybe. Start, show, and hide. For example, you can decide what you want to have. You are free to do that. We can centralize, for example, like this, even though it's not necessary for what we are doing here. Just this. So we have this component created, right? Now let's move into this this frame. So let's click twice, press and hold Alt, and just drag like this. Now centralize. Let's measure, pressing and hold Alt. 37. Let's have 32 just to be consistent. The 8 pixels grid, like I normally say, and then we have what we need. Okay. Now I will drag this one like this, and I will put it beside. Here I will change the instance. I select and I switch on. Now I can click twice, press and hold Alt, and drag like this and place it here. Centralize. Move a little down. Let's measure like 32, because from here to here 32. As you can see, and 32 here too. Okay, now we got these states, but we can change. I want to start with this one, hide. Okay, hide. Okay. Now we need to connect the interactions, to make the triggers. Select this one here, go to prototype. Now I can click and drag like this. on click, change to switch. That's right, smart animate I prefer. And then the way back like this. Cool, it's done. Okay, and now this one here we need to do the interactions. Click in the start, connect here, change on click to after delay. Let's have, for example, 2000 milliseconds. Let's do the same thing here, connect from here to here. Whoops, I did something wrong, I'm sorry. Let me come again. Okay, connected, after delay, same number here, 2000, just like this, smart animate, okay? And then we are all done with these components. Now let's organize things. So I'm gonna have my components over here a little far. Then this first frame just here. This second frame just here. I can select all of them. I can go like design tab. I can type the distance I want. You decide. And now we are all done to go ahead. What we need to do here, we need to do the interaction between the frames. So select this one here, go to prototype, connect, on click, right? Reset component states, it's important to mark. And the way back from here to here. And reset to. It's flow 1, let's go like switch button or something like this. You decide the way you want to call it, and let's run. We could even go like if you prefer, we could come here, click out, come here, we have this device none. Let's go having some device Android large, Android small, not the way, not the size we designed it. So it's better to go like this. The better one, yeah. We could go like with some iPhone, but it will not be right, okay? Not be right, see? So if you want to use some mockup like this, we need to go the same size exactly. So if you want, if you don't, it's okay too. Silver, gray, yeah. So it's a little more realistic. So now we got that. So when we will interact, like switch on, we will be taken to this frame, and then to come back, it will be the same. Like we could call here switch off, and here, just for a matter of identifying better, switch on, and let's come back here. Let's test. It's working, okay, but let's see what happened here. Oh, the state is wrong. It has to be the show one. So let's organize it. Let's come back here. Let's see what happened. I know. Select here, right? This entire thing. Then click here, edit property. So we need to move like the first one has to be named show. Click here and drag and drop. First show, second start, and then hide. Okay. Let's see the state over here. It's hide. It has to start with show. It's important. Oops, let's see. Now actually start. So let's edit again. Sometimes it's better to go with numbers, because like 1, 2, 3, but you got the point. So start, show, hide. Now let's check the state over here. Start, show, hide. Let's come back here, press R, switch on. Oh, it's there. Because I think that we need to change something here. So after delay, in this case, we actually, let's have something really small, really just a few, something like 400 to be faster. But the second part, it has to have some time so the user can read what's written here, okay? R to restart, switch on. See, now it's a little faster, but with some time so the user can read. When I come back here, I switch off, and then I switch on again, and you can see this alarm. From here to here, we could even increase a little more, so the user can have more time to read, like 3000 for example. Press R to restart. Now switch on. And this first part here, we can diminish, like we can go like 1 for example. It's possible. So let's switch on. Automatic, almost that. And then it disappears. So when I switch off, just like this, switch on, we have a really consistent and good pattern. And this is over. This is all that I would like to show you for this tutorial. I really hope that you enjoy my content, of course. And if you can, I really would like you to comment, to give some thumbs up, just to help more people to be reached by my tutorials. So I really hope that you enjoyed that, appreciated your time, and I really hope to see you on the next one. Take care, stay safe, bye bye.